Hey guys, what is going on? It is Matthew here. We are back up on the mountain. I've been doing a lot of work up here. I don't know if you can see it. Anyways, it's a little cold in here. Anyways, we're back up on the mountain. The last video at this point hasn't even gone live yet. Still waiting to sign papers. That could actually be today. Possibly before the end of the week, if not today. Hopefully very soon. As soon as papers are signed, I could have that video go live and move forward from there. But I've been very busy up here in the meantime. First, number one, before I get into that, the last video I posted that you guys saw, it was nice and sunny out. It was dry out. It was beautiful. And well, yesterday, it snowed just about all day, and this is what we're left with here. Just nasty snow. Lots of it. Look how much is on that old barbecue there. Probably about a foot of snow out there in places. Getting up here was quite interesting, and maybe I'll throw a clip of that in there. I took a clip on my phone. You guys can check that out. All right, let's see how this goes. We got some nice drifts. Can't see the road. But so far, so good. I'm assuming there's a road in front of me somewhere. Oh, that's a drift. Well, looks like we're gonna have to meet this one up on with some force, perhaps. All right, we got to get some speed up. We got to ignore the fact that we can't see the road. Come on. Come on. It's got some big drifts. Come on. There's a road around here somewhere. It is unimportant at the moment. Nothing but forward. Forward and onward. Oh yeah. Let's go! I think some chains and maybe some actual off-road tires might help. Oh boy. We're doing okay. We're doing good. That's deep drift. Oh yeah. Easy peasy. Anyway, so I've been up here for the last 3 weeks been really busy. First, number one, subfloor. Completely replaced. We have a perfect, wonderful, beautiful, flat floor. Still got some work to do. For instance, we got to work on that. I shortened the door by 2 inches. Had to because of all the settling and whatnot. I wanted this over here against this door here. I wanted this to be level where it's going to be. I think eventually what we'll do is we'll put it in like a door. What are the little steppy things? And anyways, we'll make the transition there at some point. In fact, this door might be replaced at some point, put in an actual door frame and whatnot. This door frame, it does need to be probably rebuilt. It's definitely pretty janky. For instance, we've got some weird stuff going on here. I'd probably want to flatten this hinge out and cut this here and flatten all of this out. It's a lot of work for a different day. That will happen sooner rather than later, just because you need the place to be sealed. trying to do my best to keep rodents out, but obviously that's not helping. I think what I'm gonna do today is, well, shoot, I actually might do this today because I want to go around all the edges as well today, put in some spray foam in the deep spots around here. Once it warms up in a little bit, I got myself today, I'm a little bit scatterbrained, but I got myself today a nice little Mr. Buddy heater. And I know people say that they're very safe on the inside, you know, using them inside and whatnot. I've never used it before, but just in case, I do have a carbon monoxide thing here. And, geez, the one's blowing. Carbon monoxide alarm, so that'll be helpful. Should probably get, well, carbon monoxide is fine. Carbon dioxide probably would be useful as well. Anyway, so yeah, we got these deep edges here. So I'm probably gonna put some spray foam in there, just a little bit of foam, not much, just something to go around the edges. It's you know, the mouse foam, the foam that, you know, or peasant foam, mouse shield, pest block foam. Hopefully keep critters out. I mean, this is all solid up against the logs. I planed all of the logs down to put the backing board up, and so all the boards are flat against the log. But however, you know, there's this spot here, and I can put my, or right here, I can put my fingers under here. But with that said, this entire row, it's all against the log. There's nothing getting in there. I think it's more just kind of an insulation factor. You know, obviously some places we can't put some foam in there, but like I said, it's the board against the log right there. And then what I'm going to do after that is I'm going to take some of this concrete here, mix some of this concrete up, and put this on top of the foam. So we'll have a nice flat floor all the way around, and we don't have to worry about, you know, losing dirt into these crevices and whatnot. So that's going to be nice. I got a bunch of packs for the piping, way more than I'm ever going to need. Excuse me. Got the Starlink up here. I was thinking about testing it today, but considering the conditions outside, probably not going to happen. Got some just intermediate insulation for the PEX piping to help avoid it from freezing. But from research that I've done, if this stuff does freeze, you know, like an overnight freeze or something like that, it should hold up to it and be fine. However, I don't plan on that ever happening. If I do ever leave for like an extended period of time during, you know, the winter, during the cold season, I'll just drain the water out, blow it out with some pressurized air or whatever. I don't know if I've ever gone into this with you guys. So this here is going to be the solar system. It's probably about half as much as I want in the end, but I think it's a great starting point. As far as solar panels go, I'm probably gonna need more solar panels. I don't think there's any way getting around that. These are all, I got 16 100 watt 12 volt panels. So I mean, I'm a little bit iffy about the amount that I got. I'm like 90% sure that I need more. I could be wrong, but after I get this initial system set up and the refrigerator and all the appliances that need to be running more or less 24/7, I think just the refrigerator, and there's one other thing that runs constantly, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. Oh, the Starlink. That's right. I mean, that only uses, I think, 100 watt hours, if I'm not mistaken, or no, I think up to 500 if it's got the heater going. 500 watt hours, maybe. I can't remember. I did some testing about 6 months ago, and the testing said that I should be fine. I do have another Starlink dish on the way. I got the square one coming, which I think it uses quite a bit less power, and it's also got less of a wind load. I got a 70-foot tower on the way, by the way. So as far as these trees are concerned, don't have to worry about them. Yeah, that's kind of what I got going on here. I'm not sure as far as the rest of the video goes. Probably just going to show you guys some progress that we got going. But in the meantime, while this place warms up so that I could use the spray foam and put the concrete down and whatnot, I'm going to have me some lunch. See you guys later. All right, guys, welcome back. Oh boy, it's a little more echoey in here, and I don't know if you can tell yet, but it's the next couple of days. I've done a lot of work on it yesterday. Oh no, I gotta take the garbage out. Uh-oh. I ain't home. Hopefully I don't forget. Anyway, so Saturday, my younger sister had a baby shower, so I didn't get a chance to get out here and do any work up here. But Sunday, well, first let's start with Friday. I don't actually know what I've gone over with you guys yet. On Friday, I went and took a look at the loft. I decided the loft has to go, and in the end, it was the best decision. One of the best decisions that I've made. And the reason is because I did find some nice nests, very large ones, 3 to be exact. Oh, and 15 dead mice, and one of them was still wet, so that was fantastic. Anyway, so yeah, I decided that on Friday. Loft needed to come down. Saturday, went to my sister's baby shower. That was 100 miles away in the middle of the day, so didn't get a chance to come up here on Saturday. Came up on Sunday and just went to town, and the loft is gone. No more loft. All right, guys, welcome to the property from the drone. Here we're just gonna take a little bit, a look around at what we're working with here as far as the property is concerned. Maybe go forward a little bit here so we don't hit any of these trees. As far as the cabin is concerned, I kind of want to look at the roof here. Let's get my controls. So we do have some pine needle issues with the roof, as you can see here. We'll probably get around to resolving that here in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to assume. Boy, this thing's being a little bit finicky as far as the controls go. Let's go take a look over here. So over here, man, come on, drone, what is your problem? This here is going to be the garden area here. If we go up here a little bit, so we're going to have a nice little garden area out here. This tree right here that's dead, it'll be cut down eventually. But what's really cool is that over here, we have a bunch of different types of fruit trees. I believe there's apple, there might be some peach and maybe some cherry. I'm not entirely sure. Man, this drone. But if we like go down like right here, oh, I almost hit that tree there. Don't mind me. If we go down like right here, you'd see that some of these trees here are growing really close to each other, and they're growing from the original tree, which has then dropped its fruit and germinated and taken off, surprisingly. So I think what we'll do is eventually we'll take care of some of those trees there, split them up, maybe in next year or something, work on that. But if we take this trail right here, this trail will lead us over to the other property. Let's see if we can do it without hitting any trees. I'm not the bestest pilot as far as FPV goes, and this something's being really weird as well. So this here is the other cabin site. So there used to be another cabin over here, and sadly, one year it burnt down. It was a very tragic event, but I mean, it was a beautiful cabin over here, just big, gorgeous. Maybe I'll pop up some pictures here in the video.
But eventually I think I like to build another cabin over here, but regulations are a little bit different these days, and I'm not sure exactly what I'll be able to do. But over here we have this little shop here. Or I guess this is a shed. This here is an actual shop here. And if we go over this way just a little bit, we have an outhouse here. Which I don't know. We probably won't be keeping that outhouse. It's an okay building, but here I'm going to turn this into normal mode since it's being really finicky. Here we have another building, and I was considering taking this building here and possibly using it for my solar shed, kind of dismantling it, moving it, and rebuilding it. However, I have decided against that. And that is mostly, it's going to be really shame if I lose signal here. And that is mostly because this building here, if I can do this, if we come over here really close and take a look on the inside here of this building, let's go to the left a little bit, look to the right, look to the left. These posts here, and I guess you can't see it too well in the video here, but these are actually, they're not actually like 2x4s, and they're spread a little bit farther apart than one would expect. There's that, and then if we take a look at, let me find the controls here, at the floor. This floor is pretty disgusting as well. It's not a complete floor, and it's very spongy, so basically if I did end up wanting to use this, I'd pretty much have to replace most of the material in the first place, so there's that. We also have this little building here to the right, and I think this is where my dad used to store his tractor. He might have had other stuff in here. I'm not entirely sure exactly what he used it for, but I think it was mainly to store the tractor. And then what he did here is he would back the trailer up to this spot here, and this gravel behind these railroad ties, he'd just drive the tractor over that and into the back of the trailer. If my memory is correct. So yeah, so that's kind of, the place over here. It's not much. It's pretty cool though. So I've got a lot of stuff to work with as far as the property goes. I've got a lot of stuff to, work on and improve and fix. Future project stuff, things to keep me busy, which is pretty cool. This road here, this goes back over to, I call it the little cabin. I think everyone in the family calls it the little cabin. But this goes back over to the little cabin. So this is generally the main road that I take here. And then we'll hear me fly by in the drone if I don't crash it first. And there I am. We'll just pass by here. And then this goes down here. Sometimes I'll take this when I go back down into town. I'll take this road here. But this road is really kind of pretty unimproved. Not very well maintained. It definitely does get quite a bit muddy in the fall and winter, and the spring, obviously, especially when there's some rainfall. Ooh, I think I almost hit that branch. But yeah, so this road is, we're getting a little bit pixelated signal here, but yeah, so this road is it's one of the roads that we have to drive up. And then this here is my Uncle Pete's house. He's lived here for quite some time. Hopefully we don't lose signal here, because if we do, the drone's gonna take a while to come back. But I think we're doing fine. I don't think Uncle Pete is home. I don't know if he'd appreciate me flying the drone around. It is kind of loud. But yeah, so this here is a more maintained road, the nicer road to drive up and drive down. And so with that said, in the future, what I'll probably do is, got to be careful though, because it does go up and the drone only knows forward on horizontal. So I have to manage my altitude here. But if we come back over here, right to the right is the old cabin site again, right here. And if we go forward here, let's see if we can do this without hitting any branches or trees. Go forward and up. So essentially, I mean, we've got a lot of land to work with here, which is pretty cool. Put this in sport mode so we can move a little bit. See if I can handle this gimbal while moving. And so, yeah, we've got quite a bit of land to work with. We do kind of have quite a bit of trees that are more or less in the way. And that's kind of one of my issues with solar panels and Starlink and whatnot. We've got a tower that we'll be putting in. I'm not sure exactly where the tower is going to go, by the way. I'm thinking what I might do is maybe take this tree out right in the middle and put the tower right there for our Starlink internet. And then what I'm thinking is over here, probably right here in this area right in front of us, I'm thinking what I'm going to do is put the solar panels right there. And then right in this area right here, where this kind of green grass is, it's kind of flat here. This is actually inside the fence for the garden. Not a big issue, but I'm thinking right here is where the solar shed is going to go. And I could actually put this back on normal since we're down low here before I run into a tree or something. And then what we'll do as well over here, I don't know about these trees right in front of us, but probably, you know, out to maybe back behind this woodshed right here, we'll probably remove a bunch of these trees out here. I think we're going to look for about maybe a 30-foot clearance from the cabin as far as trees go. So like this tree right here that's 3 inches away from the cabin will be removed. Let's see here. Let's move over here. What are we working with over here? Oh yeah, here's another instance of the same tree, 3 inches from the cabin. These other trees that are a couple feet away will go. Probably every tree to our current left will go away. Might keep this tree here, but get rid of these trees here. And this thing wants to auto return home. I think I need to hit this for that. But anyways, the battery's dying on the drone. That's kind of just a little quick overview of the property. I'm going to go ahead and land this drone before it runs out of battery here. All right, guys, well, that's going to be it for the drone flight. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Just a quick little overview of the property and a little bit of plans that I have. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put this drone away and get to scrubbing these logs down because they are filthy. And once the logs are scrubbed down, then I could actually start moving stuff into the cabin, which I'm super excited about that. All right, well, I'm about halfway done with scrubbing the logs. I couldn't figure out, you know, what's the best method to scrub the logs. First, I started with a brush, and then I tried a mop, and in the end, the best method was just to use a rag. Well, in this case, it was a towel that I cut into a rag. But yeah, the best method just seemed to use a rag, and then because of how much dust is on these logs and grime and whatnot, it's, you know, clean one log, or in the case of this wall, clean half of a log, move on to the or clean the whole log on this half, and then rinse the rag, move to the next log on this half, and continue and continue. Kind of the same with this, cut it in half, and
move forward like that. It is a little bit more time consuming. I thought the brush would be a good method, but with the brush, you're not actually removing a lot of material. With the mop, it was just too much. It seemed like it was more work than just using the rag and a little bit of elbow grease. So that's what I ended up doing, was using the rag and some elbow grease. But yeah, we're making progress. We're just over halfway done. I think today I spent the most time cleaning, pardon the light. I think I spent the most time cleaning and working on this log here. It was very grimy. In fact, you could tell that I did a lot of scrubbing up here, which I'm looking at this, and it probably would be nice if I could do, you know, the same thing down here with all of the logs, but that would be more work than I'm willing to put in at the moment. Maybe that's something that I work on over the next year. The main idea right now is to get all the dust off of the logs, and when that's done, then the place is ready for me to start moving stuff in. Now, once I actually move in, or maybe even before then, or who knows when, there's still a lot of work to do as far as the interior walls go. For instance, this whole open, unchinked, or I think chinked is the right word, unchinked section here, I'll get that chinked up. As far as between the top log and the roof there, I want to do something there, get that sealed up. I might even eventually take this whole ceiling down and replace it with sheetrock, and there's a couple of reasons behind it. One, the sheetrock is going to offer us you know, after it's painted white, obviously, it's going to offer us so much more ambient light in here. This fan, it works, but it is a filthy nightmare, so that will be coming down. I don't know if it will be cleaned and replaced at some point, but it will be coming down. I'd like to replace this wall here with either sheetrock, new sheetrock, or paint it white, fix it up, paint it white, or do what we got over here and basically boards going across. However, I'm not sure what's going on behind these boards. I might address that at some point, look into it. One thing, I mean, we got to get, you know, all the spaces between the logs chinked up or sealed somehow. And that's kind of what we want to do over here. Basically, the idea is seal everything. We don't want mice coming in here. I don't know how many times I've said that already in this video, but for instance, I mean, we've got this stuff that needs to be sealed, and you know that this is a great entry point for mice. This hole right here, just straight through, mice come in there. I think, you know, that's kind of the issue with these roofs here is I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure mice could find their way up into those roofs. I don't know what's sealed and what's not, and you know, they could end up nesting up there, and that's kind of one of the reasons why I want to replace this ceiling, is because, you know, dust and everything can make it through each of those, you know, tongue and grooves, or for instance, like the butting up to each other right there. It looks like there's maybe 1/8 of an inch. That allows all of the stuff in the dust and everything to get out, escape. It's more just, you know, a sanitary thing. I'm not like a germaphobe or anything, but I would like to have a place that's, you know, not only nice to live in, nice for me, but a place where people can come and visit and feel comfortable, you know. And so that's kind of my goal. And you know, after the stuff that I've seen in this, maybe that's why it bothers me, because I know I know what I've had to clean up. But anyways, I think we are at a full episode at the moment, so we're gonna go ahead and call it here. Thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. I have a new fish finder coming in for the kayak, so maybe I think the episode after this one might be some kokanee fishing. I'm thinking about hitting up Lake Cle Elum this weekend. That would be awesome if we could hit up Lake Cle Elum and catch some fish. I've already hit up Lake Cle Elum at least once this year already and got a bite, but other than that, got nothing. And I attribute it to a fish finder. Technically, I attribute it to the autopilot, which interferes with the fish finder, the trolling motor there. But that's, yeah. We'll figure things out this weekend if I end up going fishing. I would like to get the water and the gas done before the end of the weekend, but it doesn't necessarily need to be done. And you know, I think sometimes I need to get out and enjoy myself. Anyway, so yeah, that's going to be the episode. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you want to see more content like this, go ahead and subscribe. And we'll see you next time.